It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This May at Clamoya Casino, we're giving away over $57,000 in cash and prizes. Play Road to Riches drawings and win up to $1,000 cash and a gift. Win these fantastic kitchen appliances at our Kitchen Fun kiosk. During Play and Win Hot Seats, you could win $100 in free play. Win up to $500 in free play at our Real Mayhem slot tournaments. Win various prizes at our Memorial Day kiosk and earn entries for your chance to win a new RV on June 28th. Only at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment. And that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Greg Stewart. He is assisted by Bobby Mick and Jamie Levent. Welcome, the Lady Owls of Oregon Tech. Your umpire crew here in game number 7. On the plate is Katrina Barber. At first base is Jeff Hibbert. And your third base umpire is Steve Meeker. At this time, friends, we'd ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, if able, please remove your cap as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
It's time for softball here in Klamath Falls, and we're glad that you could join us wherever you may be, as it is Oregon Tech and Southeastern in the final elimination game of the NAIA softball Klamath Falls opening round bracket. The winner to take on the squad from Midland in the championship round later on today. Mike Safford with you here. Southeastern at 42-10. They've already won a pair of elimination games. Oregon Tech dropped a nail-biter yesterday against Midland by a score of 12-10. And these teams meet for the first time since the 2022 NAIA World Series, when it was Southeastern that eliminated Oregon Tech by a score of 4-2. Casey Schmidt gets the ball for Tech today, 23-5 with a 1.85 ERA, and she'll face the All-American Chapel Cunningham to start things off.
Leading off the first, for Southeastern, the shortstop, number 5, Chapel Cunningham.
Casey Schmidt for Oregon Tech, looking to try and rebound after a rocky appearance that she had yesterday. Gave up 7 runs, gave up 3 home runs to Midland in that loss. And Chapel Cunningham, the senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, 403 hitter on the year, and the first pitch is a little high. We're underway exactly at 1 o'clock. It's great when we can do it right and actually have the start time right when they say to. So right at 1 o'clock. Here local time. The delivery to Cunningham, a fastball up high. Katrina Barber calling the balls and strikes today, as Oregon Tech facing the slap hitter. Cunningham in the tournament is 6 for 11. Was really the table setter in their win yesterday against Jamestown, 8-3 yesterday evening. As Schmidt's pitch right down the middle, a strike to Cunningham. Cunningham was a freshman on that team when Oregon Tech lost to Southeastern back in Columbus, Georgia in 2022. 2-1. Swung on, line drive center field right at Malia Mick. And the center fielder there to make the catch for the Lady Owls, and there's one away.
Batting second, left fielder, number 21, Haley Brooks.
As you've heard throughout the tournament, I also serve as the PA announcer, so pull in double duties. Also the official scorer, I guess triple duties. And for the late game today, we'll also be streaming live on radio as well, as Haley Brooks the batter. And she swings and rockets a ball to Milborn at first base, and Puakea climbs the ladder to take an extra base hit away from Brooks, who hit a home run yesterday in the win against Jamestown.
Batting through the designated player, number 2, Rayleigh McKinney.
The batter's Rayleigh McKinney. 3 for 9 in the tournament. Number 3 hitter. And she gets drilled by a pitch up and in. That one's going to sting a little bit, as she's going to have to head on down. Missed, I think, her elbow guard that she was wearing. And the trainer rushes out of the dugout for Southeastern. A lot of the teams that have made the trip here to the Basin have had the opportunity to have their training staff with them. So a base runner for Southeastern with 2 outs.
They throw the first baseman, number 8, Leah Gonzalez.
So up steps Leah Gonzalez. Had her 12th double of the season yesterday. Has been fairly quiet to this point. 8 homers, a team best 56 RBI on the year. And Schmidt's pitch to her is a strike. Right over the outside corner, it's 0-1. Gonzalez, the senior from St. Cloud, Florida, 348 hitter on the year, an All-Sun Conference selection again this year. Schmidt's delivery works outside with a curveball, and it's 1-1. That's the key to Schmidt's success, working the outside edge. With the spin that she has, if she can get the corner or maybe even a half a ball length off the corner, she is very difficult to hit. Runner at first with 2 down, the pitch by Schmidt, and that's just off the corner. That's that pitch that, if it's called a strike, really plays into the pitcher's mind. It's going to be different for Tech today. They'll face the left-hander in Eden Playa, who has had a lot of success in this tournament. 2-1. Came in with a changeup, and it's 2-2. In talking with Greg Stewart after Oregon Tech's loss yesterday to Midland, he talked about mixing up speeds is the key for Schmidt's success today. He kind of went away with it at times in certain accounts. 2-2. Went curveball away and missed, so the runner at first base in McKinney will be off and moving on the pitch. Glad he could join us this afternoon. Game 7 of potentially 9 in the opening round bracket here in Klamath Falls. The delivery to Gonzalez. Fastball swung on. Two-hopper hit to short. Gina Allen will throw it across, get the out. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, one left. We'll go to the bottom of the first here from Klamath Falls. Southeastern nothing. Tech coming up.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Sophomore left-hander Eden Playa gets the start for the Fire today. 20-6 with a 1.70 ERA. Picked up 2 wins yesterday. Victories against Arizona Christian and also against Jamestown. 87 strikeouts and 164 innings. And she'll face Nita Cook to start things off. Cook had a base hit, scored a run yesterday. And the pitch to strike by the southpaw. It's 0-1. Cook has been mired in a late season slump. After ending the regular season hitting well over the 400 mark, her batting average has dipped all the way down to 371. Very good defense behind Playa. And the delivery to the plate, a swing, a little pop-up off the first base side. That's going to be foul by about a foot. If it had gone fair, probably was a triple for Nita Cook, as that ball hit about a softball length foul off the right field side and then spun away from Bradley, the right fielder for Southeastern. And that's the key. You know you're going to get the curveball in against Playa, but when she misses away, you got to go with that pitch. The catcher is Wasserstrom behind the plate. The delivery by the southpaw way outside with a screwball. For Tech, it's Cook, Allen, Sievert, Milborn, Kashnik, Stinson, Goodspeed, Allen, and Mick. The 9 for Greg Stewart's bunch. Addison Kashnik moved up a couple spots in the order after a 4-for-4 day yesterday. 1-2. That's fouled off. The count will remain at 1-2. That was a changeup up and in, and that was the other pitch that Playa has thrown really well in this tournament and has really used that changeup to her advantage. I could think it might be her best pitch. Not overpowering with her speed. 1-2. Fastball line to left, a base hit. And now you got to contend with one of the best base stealers in the NAIA. As Nita Cook, 43 stolen bases on the year.
Batting second, the fielder, number 11, Zoe Allen.
For Southeastern, they have trailed to start in all 3 games. Fell behind 6-0 against Midland, 3-0 against Arizona Christian, and 2-0 yesterday against Jamestown. Zoe Allen, the batter. Runners going. The throw through to second base and nowhere near Zoe Allen. I should say Nita Cook. Give her 44th stolen base as she adds to her school record. As yesterday, she broke the logjam between she and Kelsey Haylett from back in 2005. So see what Allen does here with a runner at second. She shows bunt. She offers at it and came up empty. Count at 1-1. Zoe Allen named to the all-conference team this year, hitting .382. 9 doubles, a couple triples. She's driven in 25. Runner at second, nobody out for Tech. And the lefty's pitch, and it's bunted foul once again. Working away with a curveball was Playa. Now it's Allen's job to try and see if she can get one to the right side. Yesterday, she hit a chopper in a very similar situation with Cook standing at second base and grounded out to shortstop, and Tech was unable to get the runner advanced. So it kind of changes the dichotomy of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Down on strikes goes Allen for the first out.
Into the catcher, number 1, J.C. Sievert.
So up steps J.C. Sievert. 3 hits here in the tournament. All of them came in game 1 against Jamestown. Went 0 for 4 yesterday in the loss to Midland. The pitch to Sievert, a changeup for a strike, and there it was. Not afraid to throw that pitch in any count is Eden Playa. And she will be around the plate. Only 18 walks in 164 innings. 0-1. And that's a ground ball back up the middle. That's a diving stop made. They'll throw to first, not get the out. Cook unable to advance on the infield single. She had to make sure that ball got through. The batter's Puakea Milbourne.
The first baseman, number 2, Puakea Milbourne.
So an infield single, but no advancement. As I think Cook was waiting to see whether or not that ball might be caught. Puakea Milbourne, 6 homers, 54 RBI, and takes the pitch on the outside edge for a strike. Milbourne has 2 hits in each of the first 2 days of this tournament. Opportunity here early for Tech to try and get the lead. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive deep center field, drifting back, making the catches. Ella Brooks, that ball squared up on by Milbourne, but Brooks was playing a little deeper than normal.
Third baseman, number 22, Addison Kashnik.
So 2 away, and here's yesterday's hero, Addie Kashnik. Went 4 for 4, a homer, 3 singles, scored 3 runs, driven in 4. Now has 40 RBI on the year. And the pitch to Addie, a fly ball, deep center, but playable. Brooks is out there to make the catch, and after Tech gets 2 on with 1 out, can't put them home. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the second, still scoreless here in Klamath Falls.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
No score. We go to the second here from Stillwell Stadium in Klamath Falls. As Casey Schmidt's first pitch to Lauren Seckinger just off the outside corner for ball one. Interesting how that pitch a ball because the spin coming away from the plate, but the same pitch for Playa is a strike because the spin's coming into the plate. As the count goes to 2-0. Same exact spot, but with the way the spin is and where the ball ends up, makes it an easier call for the plate umpire. It's always that debatable call. 2-0. Up high again, ball three. So Schmidt, who hit a batter in the first, is behind in Seckinger, the junior from New Orleans. Hitting .500 in the tournament with 4 hits. And Casey's pitch. That's downstairs, a 4-pitch walk. And Southeastern, a team not afraid to drop down bunts, especially with this one, Ellen Brooks.
Center fielder number 17, Ella Brooks.
Ella Brooks has been the offensive star in the tournament. 7 for 10 here in Klamath Falls. In a bunt situation, she shows it, drops it down. Be picked up by Kashnik, and she can't handle it. They'll throw back to second and nearly throw it away. It'll be an error on the Owls. And we saw one of those yesterday as well. Knew it was coming. Perfect bunt by the lefty. And here comes Cassidy Moore.
Second baseman number 10, Cassidy Moore.
Cassidy Moore, 5 for 8 with 3 doubles here in the tournament. Do they bunt with her? They do not, and the pitch is a strike. Now they might put the bunt on now with 1 strike. We'll find out. Wasserstrom and Bradley, 8 and 9 in the order, follow her. Moore hitting .348 on the year, 4 homers, 28 knocked in. 0-1. She shows it this time. She offered at it and missed. The count to 0-2. Southeastern, the runners-up in the Sun Conference regular season and tournament. St. Thomas, they're in the title game of their opening round bracket as well. Who is the league winner? As the toss of the plate fouled off. St. Thomas, who came here to Klamath Falls last season. They're at Georgia Gwinnett, taking on the Grizzlies today. Must beat them twice, however. Another 0-2. Came inside with a rise ball, and it's fought off foul. One team has punched their ticket to the World Series already. Bunch of others hoping for more. 0-2. Change up, misses off the plate. Eastern Oregon in 8 innings. They knock off Our Lady of the Lake 3-0. They are headed to Columbus, Georgia. 1-2 pitch to Moore. Swung on, popped up, third base side foul, and will find its way out of play. Grandview leading Science and Arts in a winner-take-all championship game in Chickasha, Oklahoma. That's 2-0 the score right now. 2 on, nobody out. Schmidt's pitch bounces in. What a stop by J.C. Sievert, the Tech catcher. The Gold Glove, 3-time Gold Glove catcher in the Cascade Conference. Seckinger at second. Brooks at first. And a 2-2 pitch to the plate is a swing and a fly ball deep right field, but playable. Out there's Goodspeed. She'll make the catch. They will not tag the runner. Marla Goodspeed has a cannon for an arm out there in right. A big first out here in the inning for Tech.
Catcher number 13, Nicole Wasserstrom.
So it'll bring up the junior from Ooltewah, Tennessee. 4 for 8 in the tournament, had an RBI single yesterday. And she gets brushed back by a rise ball high and tight. Ball 1. 7 of the 10 number 1 seeds have lost already in this tournament. A few of them have been able to battle back to the championship round, but it has been a struggle as that pitch grounded to second. Cook, Allen drops the ball. Runner going to get caught up between third. They throw back there. They get the out of third base. It went from being a chance at 2 after the ball was dropped at second base by Allen, but Tech was able to get the out at third for the second out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 7, Haley Bradley.
So it'll be an error on Tech, but they're able to get an out. The delivery to Haley Bradley misses high. Haley Bradley, 1 for 7 in the tournament. One-0. Swung on, ground ball right back to the circle. Schmidt makes the throw to first, and Oregon Tech gets out of the jam. In the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the second. No score here in Klamath.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
A rare 2-error inning for Oregon Tech, the number 1 defensive team in NAIA softball. But Tech able to piece their way out of that inning. And now see what their offense can do against Eden Playa. Sawyer Stenson to start it off. Stenson 2 hits yesterday in the loss against Midland. And the lefties pitched to her down and away for ball 1. Sometimes you gotta get lucky. I think that's what Tech did there. Seconder got caught off too far on third base. Rounded really hard, thinking maybe they were going to turn 2 behind her. As the pitch to Stenson, a line drive on 1 hop. Seconder has it, throws to first. No, they say the foot came off the first base bat. It'll be an infield single for Sawyer Stenson. Great play by Seconder there, but she was unable to get the throw from her knees to the first base bat. And Tech going to go to their bench. They will bring Leah Huffman in. She will run for Stenson in this spot with the batter coming up in the form of Marla Goodspeed.
Attention please, running at first, number 6, Leah Huffman. The batter, right fielder, number 4, Marla Goodspeed.
It was a great stop deep in the hole by the third baseman Seconder, but she tried to make the throw from her knees and kind of bounced its way over to first base. Marla Goodspeed, the batter. And she shows bunt, drops it down off the first base side and foul. So Tech 0 for 3 so far today and trying to get bunts down. And it's something you think about from the standpoint of you're used to a righty for the most part throwing. in this situation. The spin completely different with a lefty out there to try to get that bunt down. Huffman, good speed at first, the freshman. And the pitch, again, is a ground ball rolled to third. They'll look at second. They throw down there. They get the out at second base. So good speed, can't get the job done. Seconder came down the line and was able to get the out. So one away.
Shortstop Gina Allen.
So good speed will replace Huffman at first. Gina Allen had a 2-run double yesterday. And she swings, and it's a line drive into shallow left. It's going to drop for a base hit. Station to station goes Goodspeed. As Brooks came in, was kind of caught in between where she wanted to be and did a good job of just knocking that ball down. If it got by her, Tech's going to score a run.
The center fielder, number 18, Malia Mick.
So Tech already with 4 hits against Playa. Malia Mick had an inside the park home run yesterday, her first collegiate home run. Lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch is a ground ball hit slowly towards second. They'll tag the runner there. Everybody else is safe. So they tag Allen going by for the second out. But to the top of the Tech order, and Gina Allen, I should say Nita Cook.
The second baseman, Nita Cook.
So Mick retired on the fielder, I say reaches on the fielder's choice. Allen is the one retired. Good speed now to third with 2 outs. Nita Cook singled her first time up, and she takes the pitch off the outside edge, ball 1. No runs, 4 hits for Tech. No runs for Southeastern on the day. One ball, no strike pitch to Nita Cook. Taken outside again. Be interested to see if Playa comes in with anything here to Cook. She struck out Zoe Allen the first time up, and I know she likes the lefty-lefty matchups. 2-0 to Nita. Swung on, hard hit, ground ball to short. Cunningham will go to second. They get the out there, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits. 2 left for Oregon Tech. We are going to the third, scoreless in Game 7.
This May at Clamoya Casino, we're giving away over $57,000 in cash and prizes. Play Road to Riches drawings and win up to $1,000 cash and a gift. Win these fantastic kitchen appliances at our Kitchen Fun kiosk. During Play and Win hot seats, you could win $100 in free play. Win up to $500 in free play at our Real Mayhem slot tournaments. Win various prizes at our Memorial Day kiosk and earn entries for your chance to win a new RV on June 28th. Only at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Southeastern will have the top of their order here to go in the top half of inning number 3. Glad you could join us here on a Wednesday afternoon. Mike Safford with you live on the Owl Sports Network. Continuing coverage of the NAIA Softball National Championship opening round. As Chapel Cunningham lines one to Gina Allen at short. To her right, took a base hit away from the All-American. 1 pitch. And 1 out here in the third.
Left fielder, Haley Brooks.
Didn't get a chance to say much because Brooks swung at the first pitch she saw her first time up, but homered to dead center field yesterday. And she takes a strike on the outside corner. That came with her team trailing 2-0 in the third inning. and hit a laser right over the Oregon Tech sign right in dead center field where the flagpole is. As she swings through that one, and it's 0-2. The sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee, 5 for 10 in the tournament, comes into the day hitting .385. It's Casey Schmidt to the plate, and it's a ground ball right back to her. She'll turn and throw her out. One thing Casey Schmidt is chasing today is a milestone.
Designated player, Rayleigh McKinney.
That milestone is 200 strikeouts in a season. She's at 199. And the pitch to McKinney down and away for ball one. Casey Schmidt over 600 strikeouts in her career. She's number 2 in program history in wins. As a delivery, a good changeup. McKinney way out in front of it. It's 1-1. McKinney was hit by a pitch her first time up, but was left stranded at first base. We're in the third. Scoreless here in Klamath Falls. And the 1-1 pitch downstairs with the fastball. Fans from Southeastern making a little noise as the curveball just off the outer third. So a 3-ball, 1-strike pitch set to come to the sophomore, Rayleigh McKinney. Schmidt's delivery. Swung on, line drive into left. Went off speed, but left it right in the middle of the plate. And the first hit of the day for Southeastern comes here in the third.
First baseman, Leah Gonzalez.
As we talked about as the week has gone on, 10 opening round sites, 4 or 5 teams in each. The 10 winners head to Columbus, Georgia next week. As the pitch to Gonzalez, line to right, that'll drop in front of Goodspeed. To second and holding is McKinney on the Gonzalez single. Sounded like she broke her bat and just hit a little flare out into right. So 2 on with 2 outs here for the Fire.
Third baseman, Lauren Seckinger.
And up steps Lauren Seckinger. She drew a 4-pitch walk last inning, but was caught at third base in no man's land on a play and got tagged out as the pitch is strike. Upset is a brewing in Sioux Center, Iowa. Marion with a 6-1 lead on Northwestern, trying to punch their ticket back to the World Series. 0-1. Swung on, line drive into the gap into left center field. That's down for a base hit. One will score. They'll throw back to second. Oh, if they would have caught the ball there with Nita Cook, might have been able to backpick Gonzalez there, potentially before the run scored. However, Seckinger, the RBI single, gets Southeastern the lead. It's 1-0. Stewart going to go out to the circle and have a chat with Casey Schmidt. As runners now at first and second. 3 consecutive 2-out hits for the Owls. As Ella Brooks will be the hitter, the slap hitter, out of the state of Tennessee.
The center fielder, Ella Brooks.
McKinney singled, Gonzalez singled, and then Seckinger with a laser into left center. And a nice job by center fielder Malia Mick for Tech to be able to cut that off and hold Gonzalez at second. Brooks reached on an error her first time up, and she swings through a pitch, strike 1. One team already through to the World Series, others to punch their ticket later today. 0-1, swung on, popped up, out of play off the left field side. That is Eastern Oregon from the Cascade Conference. They were the conference tournament champs. Knocking off the defending national champion, Our Lady of the Lake in San Antonio. 2 on, 2 out. Schmidt's pitch is a ground ball chopped to the circle. She'll hurry the throw to first base. Got her there. And the inning is over. However, 3 straight 2-out hits get the squad from Southeastern the lead. A run on 3 hits, 2 left. We go bottom 3. 1-0 Southeastern here in Klamath Falls on the Owl Sports Network.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Glad he could join us here this afternoon from Klamath Falls, Oregon. Mike Safford with you here on the Owl Sports Network. 2, 3, and 4 for the home team. To dig in, Zoe Allen to start it off for Oregon Tech. She struck out her first time up. And the pitch to Zoe, a breaking ball off the corner for ball 1. Wind blowing out to left field this afternoon. Seen that throughout this tournament. 1-0. Again off the plate to Allen, ball 2. Zoe Allen, left-hand hitter from Hillsboro, Oregon. She's got the count her way at 3-0. Allen missed the national tournament due to injury a season ago. Just great to see her back on the field this year is something. She takes strike 1. Great piece written by Steve Matthews in the Klamath Falls local newspaper, the Herald and News, talking about the struggles that she had physically last year and the ability to work her way back to playing at an all-conference level. 3-1. Swung on, slow roller, hit to third. Seconder will have to hurry and just got her at first. Seconder took maybe one little step, a little more than she probably wanted, but trusted the arm and got the out. And there's one away.
Catcher number 1, J.C. Sievert.
As we'll bring up J.C. Sievert. The Oregon Tech catcher. And she swings and hits a base hit into right center field. Sievert will take a turn. Thought about trying to challenge the arm of the center fielder, Brooks, but didn't. And J.C. Sievert continuing her big tournament. Tech with a base runner for Puakea Milborn.
First baseman, Puakea Milborn.
Milborn, her first time up. Grounded out. And the delivery to her, taken low. For ball 1. Rio Grande taking on Reinhardt in Marion, Indiana. That's the 2 teams left in that bracket. Number 3 seed and a number 5 seed. That's been the crazy bracket as Milborn takes one off the plate again. In Chickasha, Oklahoma, Science and Arts and Grandview playing for a winner-take-all right now. Missouri Baptist meeting Oklahoma City on Oklahoma City's home diamond, needing one win to head to the World Series. 2-0. Swung on, ground ball slowly hit to short. Cunningham will go to second. They get one there, but Milbourne able to get the first base in time. A fielder's choice will get Sievert out at second. The batter will be Addison Kashnik.
Third baseman Addison Kashnik.
In Fayette, Missouri, Central Methodist taking on a 5 seed in Tennessee Southern. As the 1 seed's been eliminated there, as the pitch down low for a ball. Marion and Northwestern meeting for the title. Marion has to be beaten twice. Georgia Gwinnett, the 1 seed, and against St. Thomas. St. Thomas has to win twice. 1-0 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch outside, throw through to second. Tag, and Milbourne's in there. So Puakea Milbourne with her 13th stolen base of the year. Tried to run against Wasserstrom and couldn't. The pitch was a ball. It's 2-0. The second stolen base on the day for Tack, trying to get the tying run across. Kashnik with 40 RBI on the year. And the 2-0 to her is a swing and a high chopper hit towards short. Nice play made by Cunningham. Got the short hop and made the strong throw to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 laugh. We're through 3. Southeastern leading Tech 1-0.
Hey, grab me one too.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Bottom of the order for Southeastern here in the 4th, leading by a score of 1-0, and the pitch skied to right and playable. Out there is Malia Mick as she calls off Marla Goodspeed. And on the first pitch, the dangerous Cassidy Moore retired for the first out. One away here in the inning.
Catcher Nicole Wasserstrom.
Delivery to home plate, a changeup from Schmidt. And it catches the edge for a called strike. Wasserstrom her first time up. Grounded into a fielder's choice. So delivery to the plate off the corner. A ball and a strike. Tech has out-hit the Fire 5-3. But they've stranded runners aboard in each of the first 3 innings. 1-1. Taken high and away. And just as Southeastern has trailed in their first 3 games in this tournament, they take the lead early here. Oregon Tech hasn't had the lead to start in a long while. That's a delivery. And that's downstairs. You'd have to go all the way back to the regular season, second to last game of the regular season before Tech scored first in a game. 3-1. That's ball 4. So Wasserstrom aboard.
Be reminded, friends, that there is pulled pork available in the concession stand right now off the first base side. Again, plenty of pulled pork there today, thanks to Smokin' H Barbecue. The batter is the center fielder, Haley Bradley.
So the batter's Haley Bradley. They do not run for Wasserstrom over there at first. And the pitch by Schmidt is a ground ball back up the middle. Backhanded stop by Cook. What a play! Inning over. Nita Cook to the backhand side, took it to the bag herself, and in one motion just threw a BB to Milbourne to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Can that energize the Owls as we go to the bottom of the 4th? It's 1-0 Southeastern.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
While we're sitting here watching softball today, also paying close attention to the NAIA Golf Championships. Oregon Tech is four spots below the cut line. Midway through round 2. As a toss to home plate downstairs to Sawyer Stenson, ball 1. In fact, Southeastern is 3 strokes ahead of Tech. But Southeastern still has 9 holes to play. Sawyer Stenson, the batter, had an infield single her first time up. And the delivery to her down low. Sawyer Stenson transferred into the Oregon Tech program this season. Been a key part of it down the stretch in terms of the offensive side of things. Hitters count at 2-0. Here comes Playa's pitch. And that's down low again, ball 3. Now Stenson has been used as a pinch runner. So if they were to lift Sawyer Stenson, she would have to remain out of the game. Playa got to try to come all the way back from down 3-0. And the pitch is a strike. Belt high, middle of the plate. It's still positive count here for Stenson. Kid from Pasco, Washington. Lower Columbia College. And she takes it off the outside corner and a leadoff walk for Tech. The batter will be Marla Goodspeed.
Right fielder Marla Goodspeed.
Last time Goodspeed was up, she couldn't get the bunt out, as it was picked up by the third baseman Seckinger and was able to get the out at second. First walk of the day for Playa, and the pitch to Goodspeed, a swing and a foul back. I made the shameless plug for pulled pork sandwiches, and I mention it, and I look, and I see 5 or 6 people walk back into the stadium with the pulled pork. Thank you to Smokin' H Barbecue for that. Tech trailing by a run here in the 4th. And the lefty's pitch, swing and a miss, pulled off that fastball in the outer third was Goodspeed, and it's 0-2. Got a lot of room in right center field if Marla Goodspeed could find it. The right fielder Bradley shaded a bit towards the line. Wind, however, blowing straight across the diamond out to left. 0-2, and good speed, fouls it off. Again, working the outer part of the plate is the sophomore from Miami. Haley Brooks in left, Ella Brooks in center, Bradley in right. Seconder Cunningham, Moore, and Gonzalez the infield with the catcher of Nicole Wasserstrom. 0-2. It's a little blooper. Cunningham gets there. We've seen both shortstops make almost identical plays. Great play by Chapel Cunningham on a little blooper off the bat of Marla Goodspeed.
The shortstop, Gina Allen.
And so the hitter is Gina Allen. Allen had a base hit her first time up. And she swings and hits it foul. Run and hit was on that time for Tech. Stenson was often moving on the pitch. Allen from Portland went to Lake Ridge High. Transferred from Mount Hood Community College, where she won a Northwest Athletic Conference championship a year ago. She takes the pitch off the plate for a ball one. In fact, Tech got the top two shortstops. She and Hayden Rockwell from the NWAC last year, both on this club. Both will be key to Tech's success next year. 1-1 pitch. Allen swings, hits a little blooper. It'll be caught by Cunningham for the second out. That one went off the knob of the bat. So 2 outs. And to the bottom of the order in Malia Mick.
Center fielder, Malia Mick.
So Tech's gotten the leadoff batter aboard nearly every inning, but haven't been able to get but one runner to third. And the pitch to Mick. That's off the plate for ball one. Mick grounded into a fielder's choice her last time up. Hit a ground ball to the second baseman Moore. 1-0. Swing and a miss, a healthy hack at a fastball. We're coming to you live from Stillwell Stadium in Klamath Falls, Oregon. This is Game 7 of the NAIA Softball National Championship opening round. Winner to the title game. As the count moves to 2-1. Midland of Fremont, Nebraska awaits the winner later today at 4 o'clock Pacific. Midland, the only unbeaten team left in this tournament. They are 2-0. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off by Mick. As I mentioned, these teams met before. That was back in 2022. Back in Columbus, Georgia, an elimination game that was won by Southeastern. 2-2. Swung on, popped up. Seconder over the shoulder. Has it to retire the side. No runs, no hits, one left. We'll move to the 5th with Southeastern leading Tech 1-0.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Georgia Gwinnett has punched their ticket to the World Series, knocking off St. Thomas in their opening round bracket 6-1 today. So 2 teams out of the 10-team field have been secured, Eastern Oregon and Georgia Gwinnett, as Chapel Cunningham takes a fastball inside and high from Casey Schmidt for ball 1. Marion of Indiana in position to join them as the Knights have a lead at Northwestern late in that game, as Cunningham takes one right down the middle from Casey Schmidt. College of Idaho leading Hope International 3-0. That's in the third. They're trying to get to the title game against their longtime rival, Southern Oregon. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball to third. Kashnik to first. Got it. Kashnik with a slight bobble, but able to get Cunningham for the first down. Cunningham 0 for 3 on the day. The fielder, Haley Brooks. The batter, Haley Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 2. The pitch by Schmidt taken high. Again, for either one of these 2 teams, you've got to win 3 straight to head back to the Chattahoochee River Valley. Oregon Tech did that a year ago, defeating St. Thomas and then Vanguard twice. And ended up finishing 4th at the World Series. 1-1 pitch to Brooks. Curveball just inside. It's 2-1. Schmidt's had success against the top 2 batters in the order so far today, but it was 3, 4, and 5 that delivered the game's lone run back in the third. 1-1 pitch. They make that 2-1 pitch is low. It's 3-1. Outfield plays a little bit around to left. The delivery is swung on and lined to left for a base hit. Zoe Allen plays it on the hop. Good piece of hitting that time by Brooks, staying through the ball. On a pitch that was tailing in, was able to get solid barrel.
Designated player Rayleigh McKinney.
The batter's Rayleigh McKinney. Had a sharply hit single to left. Scored the game's lone run on the Seckinger single. And the pitch to the plate is a fly ball, fairly deep right, but playable out there for Goodspeed. She'll give way, and tagging and going to second base on the play goes Brooks. Not sure why Mick took charge on that, but by Mick making the catch and not Goodspeed, had no chance to make the throw to second. That could loom large.
First baseman Leah Gonzalez.
Not sure why. Good base running, though. And the pitch to Gonzalez, a strike. Looked like Goodspeed was set up to make the catch, and Mick cut right in front of her. Gonzalez had a bloop single her last time up. And the toss to her caught the outer third. So a good count here for Casey Schmidt, who has thrown 62 pitches, 38 for strikes. Trying to get Gonzalez to end the inning. Trying to strand a key runner at second base. The 0-2 swung on and hit foul. A lot of times in these tournaments, you see the power pitchers. Ton of strikeouts. That's not been the case here in the Basin. There hasn't been that one pitcher that's just gone out and used the rise ball to her dominance. 0-2 to the plate. A changeup just off the plate. Great plate discipline that time from Leah Gonzalez. She wanted to chase that pitch. Hit the hands back and watched it miss off the plate. 1-2. That one's low. And so all of a sudden the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the senior not wanting her collegiate career to end today. Same thing for the Tech battery of Sievert and Schmidt. 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 200 for Casey Schmidt. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, 1 laugh. We're going bottom 5. 1-0 Southeastern on the Owls Sports Network.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Tech's going to get it going. That has to be here. Top of the order, 3rd time through against Eden Playa. Anita Cook, the batter. Singled her first time up, and she swings. It's a ground ball to 3rd. And Seconder will throw her out and trying to jump on the first pitch again where the lady outs. And Cook grounds out for out number 1.
The fielder, Zoe Allen.
And for a team in Oregon Tech that has so many veteran players, they've never had their season end here at home. As Allen takes a strike. For Allen, for Schmidt, for Sievert, for Goodspeed. Their seasons have been throughout their entire career in Georgia. Tech's made 5 straight trips to the World Series. As the toss to Zoe Allen fouled away. But staring into a 1-0 deficit in the 5th inning of an elimination game here at home. It's not like this club hasn't been in this position before. Allen is 0 for 2. And the 0-2 to her is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2nd time today that Playa has struck out Allen. 2 outs.
Catcher J.C. Sievert.
And the batter is J.C. Sievert. Sievert had a base hit her last time up. She's 2 for 2, and she rockets one foul off the left field side. Had an infield single in the first. Lined a base hit into left her last time up. Kid who has just 1 home run this year, but has hit 18 in her career, and back as a redshirt freshman, hit 12 in a season. Hit 1 in the opening round last year. And the pitch to the plate, it's a fly ball right field, playable out there for Brooks. She's got it, and a real easy 5th inning for Southeastern. They are 6 outs away from heading to the title game. We are going to the 6th. It's still 1-0 Fire.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
The difference in this ball game is off the bat of this player, Lauren Seckinger. RBI single back in the third, and she shows bunt, drops it down, misses foul. 0-1. 3 consecutive 2-out singles have allowed Southeastern to play to run. And that, my friends, the difference in the contest. 0-1, and that pitch line to the second baseman, Cook. Gosh, is it fun to watch Nita Cook play. She made an error, did Nita Cook, in the very first game of the season down at Simpson.
So fielder Ella Brooks.
And since then, hasn't made one. As a delivery to Ella Brooks, fouled back. And for the second straight year, Cook in a position to have 1 error at second base the entire year. I mean, that's unbelievable. 0-1. Sievert crossed up on that, but the pitch was there. Nothing in 2 the count to the junior from Knoxville, Tennessee. And Schmidt's pitch, outside and high. Right-hander delivers. Once again fouled off by Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 1, also had a sack, reached on a sacrifice. 7 for 11 in the tournament. Those 7 hits lead all players. 1-2. Schmidt got her. Rise ball away to the left-hand batter. 2 outs for Cassidy Moore. Tech will have the middle of their order due up in the 6th. Second baseman Cassidy Moore. Cassidy Moore digs in and takes a pitch off the corner for ball 1. She's 0 for 2. Flown out twice to good speed in right. 1-4-0 for Southeastern, 0-5-2 for Tech, and Moore showing bunt. Pulls it back and takes a pitch off the outer third, 2-0. Casey Schmidt trying to work through the 6th, see if her offense can pick her up. 2-0. That's downstairs again, ball 3. Remember back to the Cascade Conference Tournament elimination game. Tech sent a game to extra innings in the 7th with 2 outs down a run. 3-0. That's a strike. But now you gotta be careful here against Moore. Don't want to give her something she could hit over the fence. 3-1. He went with a changeup. That was a very good pitch selection. I might go right back to it. Either spin away or a changeup. I don't think you throw fastball up. 3-2. It's a curveball away, and she fouls it off the right field side down near where the Oregon Tech basketball team is hanging out. Looks like it's 4 deep down the right field lot. Another really nice crowd here this afternoon. Had some really good crowds for the Oregon Tech games in this tournament. Difficult for the Southeasterns of the Midlands to be able to travel halfway across the country or all the way across the country. 3-2 again. Change up, ground ball deep into the hole. It's short. Allen has it. The throw is in time. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Milborn, Kashnik, Stenson due up in the 6th. Tech chasing a run, trailing 1-0.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oregon Tech will have their big bats in their order due up. Milborn, Kashnik, and Stenson. With their club trailing 1-0. Eden Playa has done an outstanding job keeping the Owls off balance. And the lefties pitch to Puakea Milborn way outside for ball 1. Eden Playa on the season has thrown 6 shutouts. She has thrown 19 complete games. And trying to do it against one of the best teams in the land. 1-0. Upstairs to Milborn. Tech has been shut out just once this year. That was by Eastern Oregon's Kylie Parsons in the conference semifinals. And what did Parsons do today? She blanked Our Lady of the Lake to punch Eastern's ticket to the World Series. 2-ball, no-strike pitch to Milborn. She swings it. It's a ground ball to Cunningham. It's short. Straightens up. The throw's in time. Once again, in a positive count, Tech unable to be able to square up on a ball as that curveball coming in on the hands of the right-hand hitter.
The third baseman, Addison Kashnik.
And so the hitter is Addie Kashnik. Kashnik with the big day yesterday. She is 0 for 2 today. She's flown out, and she is grounded out. And the pitch to her is a swing and a line drive hit to Cunningham. It's short. To the backhand side went Chapel Cunningham. And 2 outs in the inning.
Designated player Sawyer Stenson.
And so the batter is Sawyer Stenson. Stenson has walked. She has singled. The only Oregon Tech player to reach in her first 2 at-bats. And the pitch to her, inside with a curveball. Southeastern trying to see if they could win 5 straight games and get to the World Series. Tech trying to end their season today. That is Southeastern's season. It's a count to 2-0. So again, a positive count for an Oregon Tech batter. As the lefty going to go to the slab and get set for a 2-0 pitch. It's a fastball. That one caught the edge for a called strike. Belt high, got the inner third. Stenson, 4 home runs on the year. She hit one in the conference tournament a week and a half ago. Playa to the plate. A swing and a miss. Great location on that fastball. Had come in on the hands of Stenson, then went down. And this is where Playa in this tournament has utilized the changeup. That has been her out pitch. Does she throw it to Stenson here? 2-2. Came in on the hands with a curveball, and it's fought off foul. If Stenson is aboard, Marla Goodspeed is the scheduled hitter. It is 1-0 Southeastern here in the 6th. 3 2-out singles in the 3rd delivered the game's lone run. 2-2. Outside. Now what does Playa do? If I'm a betting man, the changeup is coming. We'll find out. Stenson trying to keep this inning going. The 3-2 by the lefty. It's a fastball, and it's fouled off. Kayla Watkins, the skipper for Southeastern, calling the pitches from inside that third base dugout on this sunny day. We'll try another 3-2. Fastball swung on, hit hard, foul off the left field side. And Sawyer Stenson battling up there at the plate. First year in the Oregon Tech program after a star-studded career in a junior college. Representing the tying run in the contest. Another 3-2 to Stenson. Is a swing and a chopper to third. Glove there, the throw in time. The inning is over as Seckinger makes the play across the diamond. Southeastern is 3 outs away from moving to the title game. We go to the 7th, 1-0 Southeastern on the Owl Sports Network.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know, we also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Eight, 9, and 1 for the Fire here in the 7th, looking for insurance. Leading the number 2 ranked team of the nation, 1-0 on their home field. And Nicole Wasserstrom fouls the pitch off from Casey Schmidt for strike 1. Schmidt's allowed only 4 hits, but 3 of them came on consecutive at-bats back in the 3rd. And all that did was deliver a run. As Wasserstrom takes a rise ball high for Oregon Tech. The scheduled batters are Goodspeed, Allen, and Mick. On the Owls bench, they do have Jasmine Macias and Hayden Rockwell as potential pinch hitters as the count moves to 2-1. Southeastern trying to win their 3rd consecutive elimination game. 2-1. Swung on, chopper to Kashnik at 3rd. And she will throw Wasserstrom out. Right fielder Haley Bradley. So to the bottom of the order, and Haley Bradley. The number 1 ranked team in the country is out. Science and Arts has lost to Grandview. So a team that Tech beat earlier in the season, the Grandview Vikings, are headed back to the NAIA Softball World Series as the pitch downstairs to Bradley for ball one. Bradley 0 for 2 today. She has hit a comeback to the circle and grounded into a double play her last time up. That was a great turn by Nita Cook as the pitch there for a strike. So we have 3 teams that are headed already to the World Series. Looking to see if any else will be added. Good pitch by Schmidt. And you know the emotion has to be there for Casey Schmidt, knowing that she can only handle what's in front of her and try to put a 0 up and see if her offense can keep her career alive, as that one bounces in. And for good speed, and for Sievert, and for Schmidt, and for Zoe Allen, you know that this does not want to be the last day that they put on a collegiate softball uniform. The pitch rolled to third. It'll be a tough play for Kashnik, and she won't be able to get the play. It'll be an infield single for Bradley. Slow roller in behind the bag at third, and Kashnik, even with her good arm, can't get the out. And so to the top of the order in the ever-dangerous Chapel Cunningham.
Shortstop Chapel Cunningham.
Chapel Cunningham is 0 for 3. Bradley over at first has 3 stolen bases. And Cunningham going to bunt one. Schmidt has to hurry and can't make the play. That'll be an error on Oregon Tech. Schmidt knew she had to hurry to be able to get the out. On the bunt right back to the circle, as they were trying to move the runner into scoring position. 3rd error of the day on Tech.
Outfielder Haley Brooks.
So here's Haley Brooks, and the pitch to her, a swinging strike. Huge run at second base in the form of Haley Bradley. Can Southeastern add to their lead? Great speed on the base pass. The delivery, swing and a miss. Went fastball again. Schmidt got Brooks last time with a fastball away. And time called. And they're going to use an offensive timeout to try and break up the rhythm here with Casey Schmidt. Gives me a chance to look at the scoreboard, see if any other games have gone final. Central Methodist has picked up a victory. They are now headed to the World Series as Central Methodist eliminates Tennessee Southern. So 4 teams now in that bracket in Columbus, Georgia. Marion has defeated Northwestern. Make it 5. As the pitch to Brooks, swung on, popped up off the third base side, foul. So Northwestern eliminated. So half the field now is set. For Columbus, Georgia. At second is Bradley, at first is Cunningham. 0-2 again, off the outside edge. Tech outfield playing way around to left. 1-2. Popped up again, out of play. Casey Schmidt has now, they said out of the box, strike 3. They say the batter out of the box on the swing. So the second out. Tech catches a break.
Designated player Rayleigh McKinney.
I wonder if J.C. Sievert had mentioned it to the plate umpire before that. The pitch to McKinney. That's outside. Rayleigh McKinney. 1 for 2. She has scored the only run. This time called, and Bradley out there at second base, gonna go and tie her shoe. Whomever wins this game will be the visitors in Game 8 against Midland later today. Schmidt's 1-0. High again, and the ever-dangerous Leah Gonzalez looms on deck. Huge spot in this ball game for both sides. Tech trying to keep it a one-run game. Southeastern trying to add on to a 1-0 lead. 2-0 pitch. That's low and outside. Now what do you do if you're Casey Schmidt? Do you give her something to hit? 3-0, the delivery. They don't. They'll take their chances with Leah Gonzalez.
First baseman Leah Gonzalez.
Gonzalez had a bloop single. That was back in the third. She has struck out. She is grounded to short. Nowhere to put her. Wind blowing out to left field. And the delivery to home plate is a strike on the outside corner. Again in the Tech seventh, they'll have the bottom third of the order. Goodspeed, Allen, and Mick. Against Eden Playa, trying to complete a 5-hit shutout. 0-1. Check swing. Did she go? They'll ask. And they said, did she go? And they say they're pointing at each other, and neither umpire wants to make the call. The count is 1-1. I don't think she went, but neither field umpire had a look. 1-1. Off the corner. Working the outer third is Casey Schmidt. No margin for error for the senior from Beaverton. Gonna have to give Gonzalez something here. 2-1 pitch. Change up, fouled back. Bradley at third. Cunningham with great speed at second. McKinney on at first with 2 outs in the seventh in a 1-0 ball game. Casey Schmidt's delivery is high with a rise ball. Now everything going to be moving. Action pitch has to happen here. A run will score or the inning's over. Sievert rolls through the sign. The 3-2 pitch to Gonzalez is a swing and a foul off, and we'll try it again. Casey Schmidt, the 2-time All-American, Cascade Conference Pitcher of the Year back in 2023. Facing an all-conference player in Leah Gonzalez. We'll try it again. Runners go. 3-2 to the plate. Swung on. Ground ball slowly hit to second. Cook will go to first, and that will end the inning. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error, 3 left. Last chance for Tech. Can they tie or win it? We'll find out next on the Owl Sports Network.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
This May at Clamoya Casino, we're giving away over $57,000 in cash and prizes. Play Road to Riches drawings and win up to $1,000 cash and a gift. Win these fantastic kitchen appliances at our Kitchen Fun kiosk. During Play and Win Hot Seats, you could win $100 in free play. Win up to $500 in free play at our Real Mayhem slot tournaments. Win various prizes at our Memorial Day kiosk and earn entries for your chance to win a new RV on June 28th. Only at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin.
1 to tie, 2 for a walk-off. It'll be Goodspeed, Gina Allen, and Malia Mick. Marla Goodspeed today is 0 for 2. And Ply is pitched to her outside for ball 1. All it needs is a base runner for Tech to bring the winning run to the plate. Goodspeed has a couple home runs this year, Allen as well. Playa has been outstanding, and the pitch to Goodspeed, a strike. Playa has thrown 74 pitches, 49 for strikes. She has walked 1, she's fanned 2. She has kept Tech off balance. 1-1, high to Goodspeed. Oh, they called it a strike on the outside edge. Crowd didn't like the call. Greg Stewart didn't like the call as he says something to Steve Meeker coaching over in the third base box. So Playa ahead of the count. Had 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch to Goodspeed, almost the same pitch, just a little bit higher up, but it's 2-2. Marla Goodspeed, .315 hitter, 13 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Trying to get a base runner here in the 7th. And the 2-2 pitch is a swing and a fly ball into the wind into right, playable for Bradley. And Southeastern 2 outs away from moving on.
The shortstop, Gina Allen.
Gina Allen this afternoon is 1 for 2. She is lined out, she is singled. Trying to find something she can handle. And the toss to her is a swing and a chopper off the end of the bat, foul off the third base side. Tech trying to avoid being eliminated a game from the opening round final for the first time ever. They've reached the opening round final every time they have made it to the national tournament since the opening round was began in 2013. It's the count to 1-1. Now, they haven't won it every time. Lost in Redding, California, and Lawrenceville, Georgia. But hoping to try and get to the title game again, but they need a run. Only 2 outs to go, and the pitch to the plate. And Allen a drive! Deep left field! Track wall! Gone! Gina Allen has tied it at 1 with a solo home run inside the foul pole down the left field line. Unbelievable. The only question was whether or not that ball would be fair. Her 2nd of the year. And Tech has broken through. The batter will be Malia Mick.
Center fielder, Malia Mick.
Those seniors down there got to be feeling it. And the crowd's starting to get into it. The pitch to Malia Mick, taken for a strike. Took a pitch, a curveball, metal in, and golfed it over the left field wall. 0-1, taken low to Malia Mick. And the conference player of the year, Nita Cook, waiting on deck. She'll hit in the inning. Mick is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. 1-1 to her. Swung on, popped up, left field, playable out there, and caught by Haley Brooks for the second out. It'll be up to Nita Cook to try to extend this seventh inning. Tech has tied it at 1.
Second baseman Nita Cook.
Nita Cook does not have a home run this year, but hit 5 a season ago. Playa's pitch is a swing and a line drive right field, right at Bradley. She makes the catch. We're headed to extras. Free baseball, I should say softball here in Klamath Falls. A run on a hit in the 7th. We're going to the 8th and a 1-1 tie.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know, we also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Extra innings here in Klamath Falls. As the solo home run off the bat of Gina Allen has tied our game at 1. It'll be Seckinger, along with Brooks and Moore, set to come up. And Casey Schmidt to the windup, and the pitch popped up on the infield, and Nita Cook has it. 1 out. You look at the day for Casey Schmidt, and outside of that 3 straight hits back in the 3rd, has been dominant.
So the fielder Ella Brooks.
The batter is Ella Brooks. And Schmidt's pitch to her, strike. Midland warming up out over the left field wall right now, getting some hacks in the cage. They await the winner. 0-1. Right there on the outside corner, strike 2. Tech will have Allen, Sievert, and Milborn in their 8th. 0-2. Swung on and fouled away. Gina Allen with a solo homer with 1 out in the 7th to send this game to extra innings. Oh, 2 again. That one bounces in. Top 2 seeds in this bracket meeting here. Pair of nationally ranked foes. Pair of teams that have been on the national stage many a time. 1-2. Outside again. Oregon Tech, the 2011 national champs, have finished as the national runner-up twice. Southeastern's placed 3rd at the World Series on 2 occasions. 2-2. Swung on, line drive, that's a base hit. Just a little inside-out swing by Brooks, and she punches it over Kashnik's head at third base. Brooks, 35 stolen bases on the year. We haven't seen Southeastern try to play the run card yet.
Second baseman Cassidy Moore.
Would this be the spot? Runner fakes going, and the pitch misses downstairs. A run is a premium for either team. A run on 6 hits for Southeastern, a run on 6 hits, 3 errors for Tech, but none of the errors to this point have led to a run. 1-0. Downstairs again by Schmidt. To the dangerous Cassidy Moore. Moore is 0 for 3. She is grounded out, and she has flown out twice. Moore 5 for 11 in the tournament. 2-0. Swung on and fouled off. A lot of spin on that pitch from Casey Schmidt. Tech outfield playing more, a little bit around to right. You can see Old Glory in dead center field whipping in the wind. Would this be the count you'd send the runner? 2-1, showing bunt, the pitch off the plate again. 3-1. Tech expecting them to send the runner, but I guess maybe they are thinking, hey, J.C. Sievert has that arm. The thing to also think about, the fact that whomever wins this game, Southeastern or Tech, their pitcher has thrown a lot of pitches, and it's both their number one. And so you may end up seeing someone else start game 2 today. It may be Fia Zelenka. For Tech, it might be Carly Moore. We haven't seen in a month. 3-1. Swung on, fouled off. Working high and away with a belt-high fastball is Casey Schmidt. I love the load that Cassidy Moore has. And if you watch her in the box, the way you see her weight transfer back and then through, love it. 3-2. Just low for ball 4. For Casey Schmidt, that is her 4th walk.
Catcher Nicole Wasserstrom.
And the batter is Nicole Wasserstrom. Wasserstrom today is 0 for 2. She has one of those walks. Opportunity here with a runner in scoring position for the Fire to regain the lead. Casey Schmidt delivers, trying to work away with a curveball, and it's low and outside for ball 1. Glad you could join us today here on the Owl Sports Network. Final elimination game of the tournament. 1 ball, no strike pitch to Wasserstrom. Is a swing and a fly ball, shallow left field. That's trouble. Allen gonna bobble it. They'll slide the runner and then hold him. And that just barely helped Tech out. As the ball fell in front of Zoe Allen in left, the runner at third slid into the back in Brooks. As Greg Stewart gonna go out to the circle. And knocking the ball down, but bobbling it was Zoe Allen. If they had recognized it on the play, would have been able to potentially score the tying run, go-ahead run on that bloop single off the bat of Wasserstrom. However, Tech still in a tie ball game. They're loaded. The scheduled batter is Haley Bradley. And it doesn't look like it's going to be Bradley coming to the plate. We'll see. There's going to be a change somewhere on the diamond. It'll be a runner at first base, it looks like. It'll be Chloe Baker, it looks like, running over at first. And it will be Bradley to hit.
22 for 13.
Your attention, please, running at first. Number 22, Chloe Baker. The batter, right fielder Haley Bradley.
So it'll be Baker to run for Wasserstrom. The batter is Haley Bradley. Nowhere to put her, and the pitch to her, a strike. On deck is Chapel Cunningham, one of the most dangerous hitters in all of NAIA softball. And a 1-1 game in the 8th. 0-1. Swung on, Popper hit foul off the first base side. It's 0-2. Two of the top teams in the land putting on a show here today. It has been outstanding. Schmidt with the count her way at 0-2. The delivery. Swung on, dropped. Will they tag her? They say out. They said it was not touched. It is strike 3. So 2 outs. The batter is Chapel Cunningham.
Shortstop Chapel Cunningham.
And these are the spots in sport that you love. One of the best pitchers in the NAIA against one of the best hitters. Who wins the battle with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And the pitch from Schmidt's a strike. Cunningham tried to bunt herself aboard last time on a sacrifice attempt and reached when Schmidt bobbled the ball. Tech has a force at every base. 0-1 to the plate. Swung on, little dribbler. Off the first base side, they'll let it roll foul. There's some leadership from J.C. Sievert, the fifth-year senior catcher, saying stay away from it. Let that thing get fouled. And the count is 0-2. And if you're Casey Schmidt, I think you work screwball away and screwball away. See if you can get Chapel Cunningham to swing through a pitch. The bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the 8th and a 1-1 ball game. Casey Schmidt to the plate. Swung on and missed, getting over. They got Cunningham. And Southeastern leaves 3 stranded. We go bottom of 8 in a 1-1 tie.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Greg Stewart going to roll the dice with the transfer Hayden Rockwell to pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th inning, her first at bat in the tournament. And the pitch from Playa is a strike. 0-1. Hayden Rockwell, the transfer from North Idaho College, on the season is hitting .275. 3 doubles, a triple, and 5 RBI. And the delivery to her outside and high. Last year at NIC, hit 26 home runs. Someone here who could put a charge into a ball and send this place into a frenzy. A run wins it for Oregon Tech. 1-1 pitch. Taken down low. 2 balls and a strike. This is the 8th extra inning game that the Owls have played in this year. They are 5-2 in extras. 2-1. Swung on, little dribbler, hit to third. Gloved there by Seckinger, and she makes the play for the out. So Rockwell retired, and there's one out.
The catcher, J.C. Siebert.
A job by Casey Schmidt to work out of that jam. Couple big pitches to get out of that trouble. Here's Sievert. And the pitch to JC's a swing and a hard hit ground ball foul off the left field side. Strike one. JC Sievert this afternoon is 2 for 3. She has singled twice. She has flown out to right. Southeastern has out-hit Oregon Tech 7-6. 0-1. Swung on, popped up, down the line and right. Going to be a tough play. It'll drop in for a base hit. And we're going to find out whether they're going to give Sievert second base or not. And I believe they will. On obstruction. The umpires are going to come around and find out. Sievert was headed to second and then got stopped. And they will put her at second base on the obstruction call. As Sievert rounded first base and ran smack dab into the first baseman in Gonzalez. So it'll be a double down the line. And the winning run for Oregon Tech is 120 feet away with Puakea Milbourne, their RBI leader, coming up. Both teams now with 7 hits in the ballgame. And Kayla Watkins discussing it out there with the home plate umpire. And now you hear the cat calling as Katrina Barber going through the discussion and the fact that she was off trying to score. And the skipper for Southeastern letting Katrina Barber have it. And now coming over is Steve Meeker to contend to continue to make this goal. And what I think the skipper for Southeastern's contending is that she never continued to go to second base. She stopped, and the reason she stopped, she was knocked to the ground. Kayla Watkins is animated. And that is going to be the end of the discussion.
First baseman, Puakea Milbourne.
The batter will be Puakea Milbourne. And now Watkins going to go out to the circle and chat with the left-hander. Puakea Milbourne today is 0 for 3. And she's going to bring the entire team into the circle. Because they know if Sievert, the runner at second, scores, this game is over. Puakea Milbourne, 6 home runs, 9 doubles, 54 runs batted in on the year. We're tied at 1 with 1 out in the 8th. After Southeastern stranded the bases loaded in the top half of the inning. And there'll be a pair of veteran players, juniors who have had big hits during their careers on the big stage. That being Milbourne and Kashnik, who's on deck, trying to find a gap here and win it and send Tech into the title game against Midland. Eden Playa has been outstanding today. The pitch to Milbourne. That's a little low. You have first base to work with depending on how you want to play it, because the batter at the plate is meaningless in the scope of the game. That run doesn't matter. It's the kid at second base that does. Wasserstrom sets up inside. The pitch is a strike right down the middle. The winner to face Midland at 4 o'clock today in what could be the first of 2 championship games. 1-1 to Millbourne. Swung on, it's a little dribbler and off her instep, foul. A ball and 2 strikes. The count. The left fielder, Haley Brooks, playing fairly deep. Ella Brooks, the center fielder, has come in a couple steps. That wind blowing straight out to left field. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch outside with a fastball. There's Playa, who has now thrown 94 pitches on the day. Gave up the 1-out home run in the bottom of the 7th inning to Gina Allen to tie it. J.C. Sievert at second, representing the winning run here in the 8th. 2-2 pitch. Swung on again, fouled off by Puakea Millbourne. Millbourne last year, 13 home runs and 67 RBI. Hitting .358 this year. Trying to find a gap to win it. Playa gets her signs. The 2-2 delivery to Millbourne is a swing and a ground ball. Fair ball down the left field line. Sievert around third. The throw home. Tech wins. Puakea Millbourne with a liner. It goes right over the third base bag. And J.C. Sievert scores ahead of the throw. And Oregon Tech with 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th moves on to the title game here today in Klamath Falls. We'll look at the final totals here down below.
Final score here in game number 7 of the Klamath Falls bracket reads Oregon Tech 2 and Southeastern 1. For Oregon Tech, 2 runs on 8 hits. They commit 3 errors. For Southeastern, 1 run on 7 hits. They commit no errors. Winning pitcher Casey Schmidt improves to 24-5 on the year. The loss goes to Eden Playa. For Southeastern, she falls to 20-7. No save in the contest. Time of the ball game, 1 hour and 56 minutes. With the win, Oregon Tech moves into game 8 of the tournament. That comes up at 4 o'clock today against Midland University. With a loss, Southeastern sees their season end at 42-11. A great season for the Fire, and we wish you well, safe travels home back to Florida. Great year for Southeastern University. Be reminded, pulled pork is available in the concession stand. We're an hour away from first pitch of the championship game between Midland and Oregon Tech.
Friends, that's going to do it for us here from Stillwell Stadium. We'll be back at the top of the hour. We'll be joining also on radio for this one, as it's going to be Oregon Tech and Midland playing for the title of the Klamath Falls bracket, as it's Puakea Millbourne with a walk-off RBI single, as Oregon Tech, they defeat Southeastern 2-1. I'm Mike Safford. We will see you in an hour.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know, we also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.